Hi, my name is Chris Young, founder of the Rainmaker Group, and this is the Care and Feeding of Sales Wolves vlog. And in this episode, I want to speak with you about something that I've noticed in myself and in some of the best salespeople and sales managers that I've had the privilege of working with. It's called the Imposter Syndrome. And I've got some theories. I'm 49 years old. I can reflect on myself. I know myself. I've used powerful psychometric assessments for the last 17 years. I've coached sales wolves and middle tier performers as well as bottom performers. And I've profiled so many and benchmarked so many roles. I think I've got some things to say about this. But first and foremost, imposter syndrome. What is it? The imposter syndrome is this mental state of mind where we feel like we've never quite arrived, and any success that we've had has been basically based on luck, being in the right place at the right time, who we know, as opposed to our own expertise. And I can tell you, where I seem to really flare up on imposter syndrome is if I'm going out to work on a project with a new client. I've literally walked by the fountain on my left and I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if they're going to figure out that I really don't know what I'm talking about. And then, of course, the alter ego says, what do you mean they're going to figure out that you don't know what you're talking about? Of course you know what you're talking about. So I have that inner voice kind of dialogue that goes back and forth. And the one thing I've noticed about imposter syndrome is that I think it's the inner voice, it's the negative self-talk that once in a while pops up and over course corrects, because we do need that voice. That voice does help us protect ourselves. That voice is looking for ways to win. That voice hates losing more than it loves winning. So that voice serves a purpose. But if that voice is using negative self-talk to the extreme, it will hold you back. It will steal your mojo and that of your best sales wolves. Okay, so if you're looking at porpoising sales performance variance, there's a good potential that imposter syndrome's in there. Okay, so get in front of it. Signs of imposter syndrome: perfectionism, procrastination. And one thing that we know from our experience is we can look at a sales personality assessment, we can look at the behavioral style combinations, the driving forces combinations, and we can see people who play so hard to win and who will do whatever it takes to not lose. And those are going to be the people that are going to have a direct relationship, one-to-one, with a propensity or predisposition for imposter syndrome. So, quick recap. It can be an advantage if you can become self-aware, if you can help your sales team members become self-aware of that imposter syndrome, where it comes from, using powerful psychometric assessments. It's essential. It's absolutely essential. And one thing that can really, really help a sales wolf overcome imposter syndrome is rubbing up, grinding against fellow sales wolves, sharing best practices, sharing ideas, sharing tactics and strategies, because iron sharpens iron. And the same thing, similarly, even better, is when a sales wolf manager gives feedback, including praise. Because true sales wolves, they don't want to hear how good they are. They want to hear what specifically they did well and how they can improve. Okay, so if you can replace that voice with constructive feedback and dialogue, you can minimize the negative effects of imposter syndrome and maximize potentially the benefits, because that feedback loop is there. It can serve, it can improve, it can help you sell and improve your sales approach each and every time. Hey, I've spoken enough. Chris Young here, founder of the Rainmaker Group. If you've not completed our sales personality test sample, you owe it to yourself to see what you've been missing. I will show you. I will give you a tour of your behavioral style and your driving forces, and I will show you where imposter syndrome potentially lives in you. And I will share with you ideas on how to become more self-aware and what to do about it. And until next time, happy hunting.